we continue. So where does decision-making knowledge come from? Like what I said, and before we decide something, we have to at least have some information. Okay. So decision-making is influenced by two main areas. First one is behavioral science. So focus on human behaviors, thinking, and interaction. Include psychology, sociology, political science, philosophy, and law. For example, understanding how group behavior affects decision can avoid grouping in meetings. Like, you know that you can see when as an instructor here, I can see when the students like already more of the students like when is the time is up. So I know that okay, this is things that I need to take a break. Okay. If you notice that somehow I kind of like give more time, like more than 10 minutes to take a break. So if I see that if I take a look, I think that they some students already like zooming in, zooming out, zooming in, zooming out. Okay, it's time to take a break from more because I know that your behavior is already not in this place. So I think we need to take some action. So or maybe nowadays people like to buy online. Everything is do online. If you next year you're in the second year, right? In third year you need to have group meeting for project, and it's just credit. Usually, for the student that choose me as an advisor, I don't want to meet in person because I have too much time. I'm already enough to meet people every single day. I'm kind of like a super introvert. So every time I do for your previous senior. So if you choose me advisor as a cyber, let's have an online meeting, just turn on the camera, we have like a group like meeting, like 10 minutes, and then we just conclude, and then every week we have every meeting. Because it's like a 6 credit, right? We have minimum 10 times meeting, and I usually ask to have online meeting rather than meet in person because I in love with my room, so I don't want to move. So online meeting, turn off your camera, we just make a video, make a call, and then see your progress. Because nowadays, if you make a video call live and you can share your screen, and then you just. I don't want any use. I would like to apply technology in my daily life. So that's the thing. So here now, I don't want to even like if there is a hotline, everything that I can do online is better online, right? I don't want to have energy to somehow they now in Taiwan still have a meeting. I prefer online meeting so I can do another things. So this is kind of like the behavior changing. Scientific disciplines focus on logic, number, and technology. Includes computer science, economics, mathematics, statistics, and engineering. Using math models to calculate the best delivery routes for FedEx. Okay, this is have you ever think like how the FedEx driver decide? Oh, I need to go to your home first or the other home. So they usually go to the same area and then they make it in the route is faster and more efficient. They don't like from this end from Daegu and then they go to another district. No, if for example Songsan on the Songsan district or Daegu on the Daegu district or City on the City district, they don't how do you say it, drive along the way across the district.
Hi folks, good morning. So the question I get as a FedEx delivery driver is, how do you always know what your next stop is? How do you know how to find it? Well, inside our vehicles we have these tablets, and this is a software that's paid for by our boss, our contractor, and basically it's just a big GPS online that shows us where we're going from stop to stop. And I can set it up any way I want. You know, like just hit delivery and go. And as I deliver and hit next, it automatically takes me to the next stop. So that's how we know how to deliver our packages for the next one.
Okay. So they have kind of like a tablet, and they have already in the system. They already inform next stop you need to go there. Next stop you do. They have already set up like a GPS and maps, automatic maps. So next stop already showed in the tablet, and you just follow the map. I think like nowadays, who can still imagine like 30 years ago? No, it was when I was 15. No, 20 years ago. 20 years ago, when I need to go to another place, another city, or go to holiday, I need to buy, my family buy a map. Literally a map, like a map. And then the map is kind of like literally have the name of the street, and then they have the, how do you say, some indication, this is highway, this is railway. So, but nowadays we don't have this kind of things. So we use more like track numbers, logics, technology to calculate where is the route. But before, maybe like taxi driver and or some truck delivery, postman, they really rely on their own capability to remember the street and then remember to estimate the route. Well, DSS are computer-based tools help people make smarter, faster, more informed decisions. Well, yes. I don't know what it's making you. Of course, it's make your life easier, but also it's make yourself less creative and less. How do you say it? Less analytical capability. It's not just about speed, it's about making good decisions that improve business performance. Many DSS today are web-based, helping managers access real-time and scenarios. For example, at Amazon, warehouse manager use DSS to design how to manage inventory, staff schedule, and delivery time efficiently. Okay, so just like what I said, that they use a system to manage inventory, schedules, and delivery time efficiently. Okay. In business, different people make decisions in different ways. Something fast, something slow. Some like to inform others, some decide alone. Their decision style depend on personality, experience, situation, even their mood. I think this is like a everyone problem that they have a subjective of mood. Like I know that mood is not really good. It's not objective. It's very subjective. But yes, it is. It's like have you ever like I don't know. Everyone know using computer to submit their work, right? And before they use like paper. If you take the art of life, Professor David, you need to write down, right? Write down. I think that somehow if your handwriting is hard to read, I think that you just give like how do you say score, just like okay, so you can like just like okay, just like 60, 70, I don't know. But he's very old school though. I think he's very old school. It's like he don't, but it's good for you. It's good for you. That you need to at least can practice your English, practice your analytical thing. What they need, what he wants you to do. What is his class about? Art of life.
Writing.
About what?
Different topics. Like last time was about how to make a good presentation.
Make a good presentation. Okay. And then the other one? I mean, like how they usually art of life. I mean, I thought it's art of life like how do you survive in this life?
I think it will also be about how to see different expressions of art in daily life.
Okay.
But we have it.
Okay, so it's a 1 hour or 2 hour class. 2 hour class. So it's easier, right? And then they have sometimes you need to watch movie, something, and then they have to this thing. So yeah, I don't know how they have The systems that this is like how they design the class is based on their experience. It's very old school. I know that he's very old school, and then they have the situation. Maybe they don't want to because I know, but it's good somehow. But I don't have any energy. Because like if I have to write down to take one by one, I don't have any enough time and energy. But somehow this one is good. At least you don't copy and paste in ChatGPT. Somehow. To be honest, I know that who uses ChatGPT, who doesn't use ChatGPT because it's very obvious. But I'm okay because it's part of the technology, it's part of our life. At least, but give your own personal thought at the end. So your brain is not shrinking and then not always getting stupid, getting more stupid. So this means at least it's okay to use ChatGPT, at least, but add your personal thought, your own opinion. When you just like nowadays, kids they don't use ChatGPT, they use ChatGPT a lot, so they don't have any cannot deliver their own perspective anyhow. So this is the go back. So this is how the professor they style the decision to create the school or the class regulation. Okay, to have people make good decisions, especially with computer tools like TSS, we need to understand their style. Okay. So what decision style? Decision style is the way a person thinks, react, and make decisions. It depends on how they see the problem, their thinking patterns, their belief and values, and the situation. Decision making is not a straight line process. Different people follow different steps, and even the same person may act differently in different situations. Okay, we learn something. The decision is always change. We can see the pattern. If you see nowadays students, if you see even me, it's not always people nowadays. It's getting worse. Your focus time is getting limited. You can only, if you notice, if you see that in this class, and not only in this class, maybe every class in all over the world, I don't see in Taiwan, I see even it happen to international students, they can only focus 10 minutes during the class, and then they get lost. And if you notice, have you ever noticed why, like YouTube, now they have a short YouTube video, and Instagram Reel, and also TikTok, they have like a less than 3 minutes, only 1 minute. Do you know why? Like why they have a video that's very short and very quick? How? Because people hard to focus on a 1 hour video. Like if you have watched a tutorial video, 1 hour and 15 minutes, which one you would like to choose? 15 minutes, right? If you would like to see tutorial to install something, tutorial to, for example, open the some machine, 1 hour, and the other one is 15 minutes. You will choose 15 minutes. Nowadays, people is focus time is getting shrink. So when we make decision, also need to based on this pattern. That's why some of the social media now they see that people is getting hard to focus for a long things. So they try to, the pattern is, one of people is getting low, the focus time is getting lower. So they need to make social media adapt. So that's why the Instagram Reel, 13 seconds or 1 minute, and the YouTube Short is only 1 or until 3 minutes maximum, even 2 minutes or 1 minute. TikTok as well. So they use these kind of things. Type of decision style. Heuristic, and analytic, autocratic, democratic, and consultative. There's a lot of things. Heuristic, quick decision based on experience or gut feeling. Somehow you have a gut feeling like, I don't know, I can have, I don't know, somehow you have a gut feeling like I can decide, this is something different with this person. Okay, you can have a quick feeling about this one. Analytic, you need to have a data. If you're a type of analytic one, you have to use data careful based on decision. Usually in finance, analysts compare multiple reports before recommending an investment. Autocratic, one person design everything. But sometimes the company CEO alone picks the new marketing strategy. Okay, some people they have this kind of decision style, auto-predict, they based on themselves. They don't want to listen to other people because too many opinions somehow is too different. Because like what I said, if you become a leader, you cannot make everyone happy anyhow. So just do what you need to do. Democratic. Everyone give input before deciding. Well, some people are very open-minded, so they can any opinion. Let's discuss together until we have a final conclusion. A teacher lets student vote on the next project topic. I don't do that. Sorry, I don't do that. Somehow I just I just doing that my own. And then consultative, the leader asks advice and decide. They also this kind of good leader, they ask advice and then they finally decide. For example, product manager asks engineers for feedback, then picks a design. For a decision support system or other computer tools, it really have to must fit with user decision style and should be flexible and don't force everyone to follow the same step. It should allow different way of using it, like what if analysis. Somehow it's kind of like overthinking person. What if I'm kind of this kind of person? What if it's happen? What if doesn't happen? So goal seeking. Some people have a goal seeking. They always priority the goal and easy to use graphic and visual. For example, at Uber, some managers like dashboard with detailed data analytics style. Others prefer simple alert or recommendation, heuristic style, and the system support code. Okay, some people are easy. You know that some of the people have different human have a different capability. Some people are easy to recognize picture. They're easier to learn when there is a picture. Some people are easier to remember number. Some people are easier to remember word. Some people are easier to remember intonation. That's why I have a music capability. Some people have the capability to catch up feeling. And some people have an ability to what else? How do you say it? Catch up feeling is like they can catch someone emotion. So for some people that they really don't hard to remember picture when you give like dashboard like what we learned in the Power BI, easier for some people to catch up directly with trend, with a graph. But for some people they are not really easier to catch up something from they need more detailed information. So you need to give report in more detail, maybe in the heuristic style, something like this one, in the more recommendation. Okay, that's it. About it. We're now 10:30. Before, let's have second hour attendance first before I forget. Okay, so please get the upload for the second hour attendance. Okay, all good. So uh, let's move to the next class activity. So today, one minute. Okay. So today I would like to introduce another software. Power BI is I think is enough. I think you're doing good. We use another software, Nine. Nine is more powerful than Power BI because Nine can create decision tree, can create some can make a decision, but we can learn make decision is 2 weeks later. Is 2 weeks later. But now Nine has a basic business intelligence like Power BI and also advanced capability to make decisions. Okay. So Nine offers a complete platform for end-to-end data science, even to create the linear regression. From creating analytic models to deploying them and sharing insight within the organization through the data, apps, and services. So it's pretty much robust, more advanced than Power BI. Okay. They can do what Power BI does. Nine can do what Power BI does, but more and more advanced, even make a decision. Later, in next week, you will learn how to make decision tree using Nine. Okay. However, Nine, you need to download. The download is free, it's totally free, but you need to install. So to install, you can go to the link that I provided. There is a link here. You can click it later, and then you don't have to fill the registration because they say that registration is not required. So it's okay. You don't have to register. You just here there is how do you say it? Download button. Here there is a download button. You can download it later on directly and install in the computer. In this computer. Next week you also need, if you use your own personal computer, you don't have to reinstall many times, but it's okay for you can install. Okay. And this is the layout of Nine software. So this is the layout of Nine. It's more kind of like more professional than Power BI. Power BI is the basic one, and this is more professional. You can make some diagram. Okay. So here, to create a workflow, we just learned a simple one. To create a workflow, there is a button here. There is a create a new workflow. So here, there is a create a new workflow. And you can click this, and then you can give your name of the project, for example, Nine project of your name, for example. So you can create like this one, and this is the interface of the Nine. It's kind of like a difficult, but it's not at all. Well, it's not if you try. Okay. Okay, so you can create your name, the file as your name. So this is free, so you can download. So before, of course, you need to upload the file to Nine. The Nine, for example, I have a file here. I have a file. The file is about a very simple file. It's about the name of the person and then the gender, country, and the height. Okay, in centimeters. So names and height. So I have a file here. So in order to start off. What you need to do is there is a tab notes. There's an information, there is a note. Okay. In the notes, there is some option to read file from Excel, CSV, even PDF. A lot of file you can see. String, any images you can see, but for the beginner, we started for the beginner learner. Let's open using the accelerator. You just drag and put it in the middle of the canvas. Okay. And then after that you need to upload your file. How to upload? First one, you need to right click on the Excel reader and click configure and upload file by click browse. Okay, so right click configure and then you need to upload the file. Okay, then take the time and then there's here and you can browse where the file is. For example, I put it in the download, open, and for example like this one. Okay, and make sure that the file is correct. Okay. Okay, and execute. Don't forget to execute. There is an execute now combo here and execute. So you make sure that the data is really uploaded and shown in the interface. Okay. After you upload the interface, you need to execute. Don't forget to execute. Otherwise, you cannot see your data whether it's correct or not. And then for today, I will tell you to really learn from the basic one, which is we need to create pie chart. Okay, pie chart we can create from Excel, from Power BI, but we can do in the 9. They can do from the basic until the advanced one. Okay, how to make a pie chart? What you need to do is you go back to notes. Okay, you go back to the notes here, and then you try to find pie. If you cannot find, you can type here and then you can pie chart. Okay, here. So here there is a pie chart. There's a lot of chart like in the view. There's a bar chart, line, plot, and pie chart. So you need to drag down to the canvas like whatever that is here. And then I need you to do it again. Browse this one. And then okay, execute. And then here in the view, there is a several chart. For example, you would like to try pie chart. You can drag it in the canvas and connect between this one. Okay. Between this one, you connect the pie chart. Okay. Here in the pie chart, in the left, in the right window, there is some information. What would you like to show in your pie chart? For example, name or more other category. For example, let's see country. So you will show the country information to the pie chart. Okay. So in this right hand, you can decide what kind of information you would like to show in the pie chart. Okay. And for example, this one is some of the category. You can take a look. First line, let's choose to dimension to country. Okay. And then after that, you just apply and execute. You can do, and there is a chart up here. Okay. And to see, you can open in the new windows or right click here and open view or F10, and there we can see there is some information regarding the. For example, here Indian is the 12.5%, and then the biggest one is from France, and the other is the other country. Okay. The US, I don't know why they divided here. So maybe they also have the different. But I don't know why they have the different distributed. But you can try another thing. For example, about the sex or gender. Okay, and you can see the pie chart appear with the gender. Somehow it's a little bit slow. So, for example, I think it's only frequency diminution of the personal transfer. Pie chart size 50. Okay, good. So, for example, it's just using the country, and it will show you the country, the pie chart about the country information. Okay, you can try another thing. Okay, so it's easy. So don't forget to, if you would like to save, you can export. Wait a minute, it's a little bit slow. So if after you successfully show the chart, and just right click here in the file. In the file there is to export, so you can export your picture, and then you can select where you export your picture. Okay. So today we learned from very basic first, and then next week we are going make a dashboard like what we did in the Power BI, slowly making a difficult one. Now, what you need to do is, I would like you to please ask 5 of your friends to fill the data below, so including yourself, and then your gender, district of your book, for example, where do you live, Neighbor, Sinti, Songsan, or I don't know where you live in the district, and then your favorite food. Okay, and then I would like you to put it in Excel, save it in Excel. Don't forget, save it in Excel, and then create a pie chart using the step outlined above in the 9, and download the picture of the pie chart based on the show the pie chart based on the district or home or your favorite food. That's also okay. District or home or favorite is up to you. And upload to the Tron class. I think that's all for today. I think we start with very simple one. I also have 2 questions you need to answer. The 2 questions is, please explain the pie chart, and then based on the PPT, what do you think how the maker emphasize making decision to simple and user friendly. Okay, so this has a 2 questions that you can also answer. We will do it today topic. Okay? Don't forget to download the 9 first. It's free. You don't have to register. You just download in this computer. Okay? Any question you can raise? Question 2 more.